Oops. I got distracted by the wiggle. Timer got to 0 and I'm like, oh, I have to wiggle back. Hi. Afternoon, evening. Welcome back for a few who were here just a few hours ago with our surprise stream where Oni experienced his first, I guess, farming sim. But now time for our actual scheduled stream of Esoteric Ebb, where we have finally made it to day 2. I am so excited to see what's going to happen. I was a little bit confused last time because they said, sorry for your introduction to the Undercity or something along those lines. City below. City below. I don't remember going to the city below. So, I don't know why they said that. I'm wondering if it was a staircase that I got scared and ran upstairs for. Odin has new wisdom. Ooh. It's 4 a.m. Is it morning or night? That's a philosophical question right there. For me, it is nighttime until you fall asleep. Or unless the sun is up. And I mean like fully up. Like if it's 8 a.m., 9 a.m., you haven't slept yet, sorry, you missed your night, it's now morning. But without any further ado, let's see what the game says for our summary. Oh, interesting. Okay. So my theory last time was based on who's around you, these outlines would be filled in. Seems that theory was wrong because none of these people are in my bedroom. And I know for a fact that right now I'm standing in my bedroom. So, start of day 2. Let's see what it says. You have arrived in Tolstad via waking up in a morgue. You've picked up a goblin sidekick, and now you need to focus on the actual job, the tea shop that blew up. First off, you still need to get inside. The entrance is in the middle of the big open outside area. If you find yourself stuck, there probably should be some other ways of getting inside. Beyond that, you've also got the owner to track down. From what you've heard about this guy, he could have already left the city, though maybe if you're lucky, you can catch him before he hops on the next ship out on Modern Lane, but nothing so far has given you any decisive evidence. And then there's that masked assassin. You have no clue who has it out for you. Everything about this stinks. And it's still the same. I did not do anything that has added to the session notes. The night may be dark, but remember, there's always light at the end. That's your wisdom for the day? It's good wisdom. And just like that, let us open our eyes from the dark of night to the morning of day. There it goes. Guard tower. So, new start, new day. That's out of reach, okay. This was the shrine that we engaged with. Oh, memorized bless. Okay, now we need to prepare some spells. I want bless. Yeah. For the duration, I wonder what the duration is. Up to an hour, okay. Concentration up to an hour. Okay. I was wondering if I could have like some sort of like magic armor, magic shield to protect me in case the assassin showed up randomly again. But I don't think I can cast that every hour and be okay with it, you know? Hi. Good morning. Edir. The celestial appears to focus on her work, a stack of many, many documents with her many, many eyes. There's no acknowledgement of your presence in her many, many eyes. She is avoiding eye contact in an effort to avoid conversation. None of them are looking at you. What are the odds? I am busy. Busy with what? Notes. You don't mind me asking some questions, do you? Can I read a description of the spells, please? I absolutely will after this dialogue. Let's see. I can't just ask her about Earth, right? Well, that depends. Do you think she would respect you for daring to ask such a question? No, that sounds horrifying. Earth's death weighs heavily on his closest servants. This is a type of question that might be wildly offensive to an angel. But then again, many of them might want to talk about it, with the expected silence weighing heavily on them. Hard to say. Ah, but she likes bold men, I see. It's a DC 6. We're 6 minutes into the stream, and I've already gotten another nat 1. It's the start of day 2, and I've gotten like my 4th nat 1. You're here to give me luck? I think you're hogging all the luck. I think you haven't been sharing it properly. You clench. The angel's presence causing you to shake. The body does not hold. You cannot stand her overwhelming aura of divinity. Shake, and also shiver. Cleric, I am busy. Move on. You must try again later. This is important. Oh, it's important, is it? Mm-hmm. Can you cast spells? She just keeps working. Most Celestials have innate magical abilities. You, live like this? Some of her eyes actually turn to stare at you. Your room at home is much, much worse. Yeah, but she's an angel. There's probably a higher standard involved. Yes, cleric. This is my base. It's cozy. She does not respond. She does not seem to care about your comments. Bye. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh, yes, the spellbook. Okay, so we have the first ones that we had were Cure Wounds and Shield of Faith. So Cure Wounds is a healing spell. You have to be in touch range. You have to be able to touch the target, and it will give them a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. It does not have any effect on undead or constructs. So there's that one. And we also started the game with Shield of Faith. So this one has a range of 60 feet, so I could cast it from someone at a distance. It is a shield per se. For the duration of the spell, any loss of hit points is reduced by 1. So if I was supposed to take 5 damage, I would only take 4. Now the reason why the duration changes is because the duration is for up to an hour, but it's based off of concentration. So I need to actively be thinking about this spell and being able to focus on this spell for it to remain active for that full hour. So if something breaks my concentration, it breaks my focus, the spell will also break early. So we then picked up Grease. We can cast Grease up to 60 feet away. It covers the ground in a 10-foot square of grease centered on a point within range. Turns it into low friction, difficult terrain for the duration. And the duration is situational, but up to 1 minute. And we just now found a scroll for Bless. So, for the duration, you can add 1d4 to all ability checks. The duration is 1 hour, or up to 1 hour, with concentration. So we'd still have to be able to focus on this spell to keep it active. If we ever break our focus on this spell, it will also stop casting. So, that's our current spellbook. It's very supporty, very control mage, not very offensive, not super defensive, more support. I don't think I care about talking to Darrow. He's not very helpful. Who are these people? That's nothing. I'm very scared that he's just gonna show up out of nowhere. That reminds me. Okay, I have to pick up Snell, so I'm gonna just do this immediately before I do get. Oh, there's some people up there too. Wow, more populated today. I guess people really were scared of the explosion. Lots more people around. Oh, they're gone. Simmy and the boys. Cat. As majestic as ever. I still need to speak with animals before I can really do anything about it, but I can at least admire her. Or him. Oh wait, this isn't his house. Oh, but he is waiting for me here. Hi, Snell. Morning, cleric. The goblin rubs his eyes. Ready to head out? Yeah, more or less. The goblin collects his things, strapping a pouch on his hip, adjusting his jacket. As he finishes up, he says, by the way, yesterday, with Darrow. Thanks. Doesn't make much of a difference to people like him, but seeing you stand up to Darrow like that? Priceless. I only did what was right. What an honorable cleric we've picked up. Oh boy. Finally, Snell puts a pouch inside his inner jacket pocket. Alright, I'm ready. Snell has joined your party. Snell, I want to talk to you. I was jumped last night, by the way. Oh. Oh. Do you want to sleep in the guard tower with me? I'm good. Such a goody Goldgrove. It's a classic Demonorian fairy tale about a boy who was so good he exploded. Literally. And that's only slightly paraphrased. Is it because the guard tower is nasty or because you don't want to have a slumber party with me? He thinks about it for a second. Then he says, 20% number 1, 80% number 2. I see. But don't worry. I'm sure you'll enjoy that tower, as long as she isn't there. I kinda like her. Yeah, I can tell. Just be careful is all I'm saying. Don't want someone, powerful, like her, on your bad side. Okay, so why are you scared of mushrooms? I'm not. A lie. The mushroom that he showed you were. He takes a deep breath. Okay, fine. I don't like them. They're freaky and mushy and smell like mold. Just plain don't like them. But I'm not taking questions on it, so... Anything else you want to ask, or can we go? We can go. Okay, so I need to find a way inside the tea shop that blew up. Question is how? I didn't mean to come out here. That griffin is still sleeping? No way. Got moved. Let's find a way inside that tea shop. I don't know how, but we'll try. Please don't jump me, please don't jump me, please don't jump me, please don't jump me. I'm so scared of this assassin. Oh, if I get enough money, I can get my spell book. I want to talk to this kid again.
Huh?
Oh, hey, it's you again. Buying something? Anything about any assassins on Tolstad? He shrugs. Nothing come to mind. I mean, there's always a bunch of weirdos running around the city below, you know? What about iron masks? The kid stares at you. That's... yeah, I've heard that one before. Tell me. It's only only rumors, okay? Like, there's this group of angry people in the city ranks. They wear iron masks apparently, and they fight against corruption. You know, like dark vigilantes. What are they mad about? Taxes? No, it's more like anti-free strider stuff. They don't like democracy? I guess. Or more like dirty money, corruption, stuff, he shrugs. Okay. Do you know a Frank, son of Frank? No, not really. He's lying. Just look at his eyes move around like that. The kid likes money. Give him some and he'll sing. I have to roll a 7 or better. 7 or better out of 20. Come on, I can do it. These dice rolls are so close sometimes. The power of manipulation flows through you. It's an esoteric effect, really. Because you know exactly what to tell this young lad. If there's anything else you remember, The city needs to know, kid. Okay, maybe. Oh, there was one more thing. He's dragging this out. Asshole. He enjoys the attention. I saw some dude with a big yellow backpack. That was earlier in the morning, but he stood out like a sore thumb. Plus, he bought a Free Strider magazine. What did he look like? I don't know. Curly black hair, short beard. The kid thinks about it. Fellow wasn't earth folk. Fancy clothes, covered in dirt. My guess would have been a Reedsian merchant. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. What was the fake name? Frank, son of Frank? Okay, yeah. Little shit. Have you heard of a Frank, son of Frank? Oh, the person I talked to this morning? No. Guy was fucking with me. Interesting. Street kiosk kid, swearing like a sailor. Did you see where he went? Yeah, down. Said he had an important meeting below, whatever that means. A Free Strider magazine? Yeah, one of those open up the port scenes, bunch of bullcrap. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't earth folk. Fancy clothes covered in dirt. My guess would have been Reezy merchant. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. I already said all this. Did he try to sell you anything? No, he was very polite, but didn't stay long. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. Okay, what was his name? I asked since he was so out of place, but he gave me a fake name and a thumbs up. Ridiculous. We know. We had this time. Okay, thank you. Got caught in a loop there for a moment. I intervened between Rolo and Medissa. Yeah, I heard. That's good. I was worried something bad would happen. But don't tell Rolo I told you to go there, okay? I won't. Good. You're lucky no one got killed. Call it there for right now, citizen. Oh, whoa. Oyugui. Oh, now I can roll well, huh? A halfling stormblood. A skilled merchant. Businesswoman. Woman, you say? A halfling entrepreneur. Man, you could learn a shit ton from someone like her. Her goods are procured from all over the coast. Her goal? The journey itself. And of course to herald the power of capital. She's damn good at it. Kargamesh is on the other side of the world. It's an opposite to Ascani, a mirror. In their dry, we have wet. In their warm, we have cold. She'll gladly tell you all about it. On a surface level. She's not here to make friends. Not really. Or at least not yet. Hi. Beneath the shadow of a gnarly statue sits a girl wrapped in colorful garments. She's wearing some sort of hat with an attached veil covering her face. On the ground around her, upon a fancy rock, you see an assortment of strange trinkets. Some of them have quite potent esoteric auras. She tries to say something, but is clearly unable. due to her heavy layers of insulation. Motion for her to speak. No, sorry? She lifts a small arm from underneath the layers, ripping the hat mask from her face. I said gods, it's so cold here. You see how her skin has a faint blue tint. That, along with her small figure, makes it obvious to you. She is a halfling. One of the Stormblood descent originating from the Windcrack Mountains, which are a mountain range in eastern Kargamesh that holds an esoterically hollow cavernous biome, famous for its harsh winds and the surprisingly flat steppe at the bottom, near and around the gravity flip. You carry that thing around? Would that impress you? She taps the statue behind her with an evil grin. Let me introduce us formally. This here behind me is my guardian, Cruel Wing. Winged cruelty? Flying evil. Something like that. I call him Filler. A gargoyle. Earth elemental, terribly powerful. You've got a gargoyle bodyguard? Yeah, fancy, isn't it? As for me, I'm Oyugui, the traveling wind. She who brings that which tingles around the coast from band to band. Her voice carries in a wonderfully exotic tonal melody. My services are available to you if you have the coin. I don't have the coin. I'm poor. In that case, I will be here if you need me in the future. In case you find yourself with this, what you call it here, crown? Yes? The goblin clears his throat and gives the halfling a bow. So you're that Kargameshian vendor that came by the other day. Oh, I am popular then. She gives the goblin a glare. You're affiliated with this dragon I hear about? Yeah. Everything work out with the application? It did. Send my regards to your queen. She's not a... Sure, I'll do that. He gives you a nod and steps back. What do you say, warrior? Make my time worth it here in the cold? Ooh, madame, careful with that language. I'd like to see your wares. Great. What can I interest you in, for example? She pulls out a yellowed scroll from her chest. This here is a scroll of comprehend languages. Handy if you need to decipher some ancient text or speak with a foreigner. What that? Feels amazing, man. Absolutely it does. Welcome back to the A. I need that scroll of comprehend languages. I would assume so at such a great price. I apologize if the handwriting is a bit rough. I got it from a gnomish gentleman in Vorgeni, a pixie dusting fiend of a man. Goodbye. What do you know about the tea shop? She looks to her right. It is not in great condition. True. Anyway, I do not know much as to why it became this way. I arrived in the afternoon, on the day it happened, you see. Have you heard anything about it? Just that it exploded. But people tend to not want to speak about it much from what I've noticed. Almost like it's none of their concern. Or all of their concern. Who are you voting for in the election? I heard there was an election ongoing. I am lucky to have arrived at such an exciting time. So, who are you voting? I only just arrived, warrior. Now, I have visited Norvik a few times before, but I do not believe that constitutes for me receiving voting rights, does it? But what if you did? What would you vote then? I'd vote for the Askalists, I think. I admire the spirit of cooperation I've seen between human and dwarf. Sometimes I wish more people in my homeland shared the same values. You should vote for me. I'll be your God King wizard. Your comment causes her to almost kneel over laughing. You are truly a wonderful storyteller, aren't you, warrior? You could go on tour. She's not ready for the truth. None of them are. Okay, goodbye. So funny. I want to find a way in. It's probably from the city below. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. First off, we're going inside of Viskin's house to use his shrine to put on comprehend languages, and we're talking to that cat. Wait, no, I need to speak with animals for that. Damn it. Different spell. I want to talk to the cat. Mouse. Sorry I scared you, little mouse. Prepare spells. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're gonna be brave this time. We're not gonna get scared. I'm scared. Okay, we made it this far before. There was a booby trap here. And then we stopped and we ran and we went upstairs. But I think we have to. Okay. There's a place in there. It's not really running from you. It's okay. What's that? I'm like really looking out for. Oh, it's one of the moments with the Yor. Okay, no assassins, no assassins. Pillar of Yor towers before you. He is speaking to you. Touch the pillar. You place your hand upon the cold surface. Your body quakes, standing in awe of this ancient object. How many battles do you think it has seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one's god or king or people? You do not know. And that frightens you. Perhaps one day you will join in that sacred sensation. Perhaps right now? Oh my! Why are my rolls so bad? Closing your eyes, you begin to focus, your mind placed squarely at this esoteric force. Your mind forms into an arrow and you fire it forward, but it is repelled. Opening your eyes, your hand is no longer pressed against the cold surface of the pillar. You are instead holding it against your heart, shaking. This is wrong. Yes. Try again later. Whatever is whispering to you from beyond is more powerful than you imagined. I don't like the music here. It's scary. I'm scared. It's a shard of yore. I needed to pass a wisdom test to notice that that was a door. I thought that was pretty clear. Oh? Detect something unusual about this section of wall. It's a massive fucking door. Specifically, the ornate skull. This is a doorway. What's up? Point at the wall. He squints. Oh yeah, that's just a passage to the crypt. You know about all the secret doors down here? Just this one. It's right by the roots. It changes every other month or so if we don't keep watch. Gotta make sure it stays closed. Ever since you clerics stopped doing delves periodically, the undead issue has gotten a bit messy. Understandable. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to check inside, you could probably hit that title there. Your gloved fingers trace the stone. Smooth, cold, ordinary. But wait. Slightly warmer. A tile, distinct from the others. Press the tile. I don't want to press the tile. Ah! A soft click. The wall shudders, then slides open. No! I don't want that. Feeling a dark passage beyond. Cold air rushes out. The smell of old stone and dust. Sweet. I'll keep my sling ready. Is there a way to close it? Oh my gosh, the motorcycle's outside. The roots. Shrooms. Where are you? Beware monsters? South Cave. Beware of monsters. Moongore. HWBT Guardian. Okay, let's behold him. Oh, behold her. A brute, a beast, and a warrior. She could break you easily. Loyalty is a fickle thing. Hers lies with the halfways, for sake of coin and shelter. But also something else, something more ethereal. Ogres, hobgoblins, ettins, trolls. The bugbear stands among them all as the chargers of the Ascani wilds. You have heard of their kind finding a place within civilized society, as mercenaries and guards. Moongore is a cliché. She's a bugbear. I see. Petrified bow. Okay. Human. A hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Watch yourself. This is halfway's territory. This is a bugbear. They are most common in the west, living in the rough lands between Fordnip and the VK. Dwarven slang for Vizka, as if it needed to be shortened. She notices Snell with you and gives him a nod. Runner. Hey, Moongore, things going well? They are going. She nods in your direction. This is your cleric? Seems so, yeah. I thought he'd be taller, she says with a scoff. I am the cleric. Nice to meet you. The bugbear places a hand on her weapon. Do not cause trouble. A morning star, beware. Morningstar? No, that is clearly just a spiked mace. I believe the term is a flanged? Flanged? Flong? Flanged? Flanged? It's a mace. A club. Keeping it simple. Great. She will not use it. Have you seen a man in yellow pass by here? She grunts. I did. Are you looking for this man? Oh yeah, clearly. The bugbear shows you a deep frown and says, if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Why? I saw him approaching from the pillar chamber, told him to step away from halfway turf. But that bastard, he cast a spell on me. Not handsome, huh? For those who might not be familiar with the phrases, to say that someone cast a spell on you, it would mean they're so enchanting that you're just stunned by their beauty and da-da-da-da. So she means very literally. But this response would be to take her figuratively. That's awful. No, I was weak. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words, and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless, like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens. How dare she make me say that? I'm mad at her now. Moongor, we are not friends. Run away from her before it is too late. What else can you tell me about him? He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things. Tools. That's not very specific. You want wordy? Go ask a poet. What direction did he go? Through the south caves. She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters and he walked away because of that darned spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle, but the bastard turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. I am a wizard, by the way. Then I hate you. The bugbear lets out a grunt, clearly signaling that she's done with this part of the conversation. Can I have that spell scroll you've got? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? No. Okay. 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 I have some questions about the explosion. I felt a slight rumble in the earth. I was down here, guarding the roots. Nothing out of the ordinary? Nothing I have to tell you, human. Okay. Such a horrifying visage. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Stepping in front of the petrified person statue, you get a sudden sense of paranoia, as if someone is listening in. It's difficult not to. You're very loud. Over here, buddy. By the nose. That voice must be some kind of telepathy. Find the source. Your eyes land upon the nose of the stone statue. At the very tip you see something. Something tiny and unremarkable. A simple ant. Unremarkable? We might be tiny, but trust us, we've got a bite. Are you inside my head? Duh. We are one of many. Freaking great to meet with you, buddy. DC 16 to smash it? An esoteric ant? You can call us One. We didn't really used to have a name since we're a hive mind. So One will do for now. Good to meet you, One. Yeah, good to meet you too.
Huh?
The goblin stares at you, then stares at the statue. You having a moment or something? Shh, I'm talking to an ant. Yeah, of course. I apologize. He gives you a worried look. What do you want, Ant? We need your help. You were driven from the area a while ago, but we left me behind. We left me? This whole identity thing is really new to me. I've never been disconnected from the hive for so long before. It's really difficult. You don't want to be an individual? I think it's pretty great. I haven't really thought about it too much. But sincerely, that just sounds like a thing for you non-hivers. But if you help me out, how about we give you something in return? Ooh, that sounds like a quest. Yes. We know the location of a secret stash. It's buried in the Undercoast Path, like below this place. Below the city below? Right below it. That's low. Sure is. Undercoast Path is, well, it leads all the way down to the Undercoast. Right past the gravity flip. Although you won't need to go that far down. It's too dangerous for someone like you anyhow. A single cranium ant is not dangerous. Their psionic strength is counted en masse. 1,000 of these are required to do anything beyond normal ant-sized power moves. You must help this creature. It is asking for your help, and it would really not be that much of a hassle. Be nice. Carry the ant. What do you know about the tea shop? Yes, good. The ant might have picked up something interesting about the explosion. Explosion? Oh, so that's what that was the other day. Whole cavern shook. Crazy stuff. The ant clearly doesn't know anything interesting. It's an ant. Hey, that's not fair. I'm real perceptive, you know. There is some stuff happening after the shaking, I'll admit. A human in yellow clothing went past the roots. He did something esoteric to the hairy brute to get in. I assumed he'd come back screaming from the south tunnels. But never saw him again. I will get you to your brothers, my friend. Yay! You're a real cool guy, buddy. I'll be sure to remember you as one of the good ones, once I get back, that is. Alright, so, questing time. You should go down below the Undercoast Path, then talk to the ant. Just pick him out of your pocket when it's time, or something like that. Get me away from this area because I'm afraid of that bug. I'm afraid of it coming back, the little scampering one that seems to have maybe caused all this. Ugh. Let's see. Cranium ant, a psychic ant, the type of aberration creature that you really don't have the expertise to deal with. Psionics is a whole nother bag. But he's polite enough, so let's see if we can help the guy out. Though his psionic presence does cause your muscles to atrophy for some strange reason. He's listening in on everything. Yo! The ant crawls around in your hands. You need to head down to the Undercoast Path. That's where you'll be able to drop me off. Okay. Hello, little green rat. It seems to want to fight you. Okay, noted. We'll go around. Désolé, Mr. Rat. I'm sorry. More glowing mushrooms. Must be tasty. I don't believe you. there's a shard of yours bait. The most central part of the great bracken tree of Tolstad. Among the tangled mess of vines and mossy rocks, you see the thick roots of a bracken tree. They crack open the walls and ceiling of this half-dwarven, half-anticipalian chamber. The natural retaking the artificial. It is beautiful. Sorry, water break. Let's see. Look beyond the roots. They are thick and create a vast, tight forest. However, there is something there. A space beyond the roots. Hello? The tree does not respond. Alas, I don't think it's got a mouth. I don't think it's got a mouth or a brain. I guess you could talk to it with some magic. Then again, I'm no expert. Touch the roots. They're soft on the surface, a layer of moss. So this is the bottom of the big tree. More or less, the roots go deeper. Much, much deeper. Where's that stupid assassin? I'm so scared. I want the stupid assassin. A door. How interesting. It is, isn't it? You approach the firmly shut doors. They appear to not be open. I hate these things. OWD? One-way door. He taps on the wooden surface. Completely impervious to damage and force, unopenable via whatever esoteric bullshit keeps this place afloat. Esoteric bullshit. Whatever the weird, unstable magic around Yor's coast makes things a bit too wacky. People tend to say this. Unless you stand on the other side of it, at which point it opens up like a door of a friend on Roblight Night. Roblight Night, before the eternal darkness and intense cold of Haskani winter begins, a group of women are selected in Norvik to perform a series of chants on the banks of River Torna. It is said that in the past, these women would be allowed to walk upon the water and cross the river through their love of earth. So I'll need to find the other side in order to open it? That's the logic here, yes. Okay, keep an eye out. Do you want to fight me? It's not really running from me. Don't fight me. This seems like a trap, no? Guys, I'm scared. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Everything suddenly goes very, very tight. A cramp? I don't like this. You can neither move nor breathe. Cleric, you okay? You hear your companion's voice faint, as if he was far, far away. This is possibly quite terrible. Hold on. Something's off here. Off? I can't move. It's some kind of trap? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Stop playing around. Stopping like that reminds me of the time that the goblin takes a step closer to you before jolting back. All around you. Acid gel. Shit. Cube! It is seeping into every crevice. By earth that burns. You appear to have been enclosed within a gelatinous cube. You are statistically likely to die here and now. No, not like this. This is terribly embarrassing. What kind of idiot just walks into a cube? Cleric, you hear the goblin's voice faintly behind you. Listen to me. I don't know why, but the cube ain't aggressive. He tosses in a rope that quickly gets sucked into the gelatinous mass. Push a bit closer to the edge and grab the rope. I'll help pull you out. The rope doesn't get nearly close enough for you to easily take it, but if you can get to it, you might live. Listen to his voice. The goblin knows this horror. He does not want you to be dissolved. Oh no! It's actually impossible. Oh dear. You struggle against the incredibly hard mass around your limbs, around everything. You fight, and yet your muscles give out. After reaching just a little bit further, burning continues inside and around. Cleric, a faint voice calls out to you. That feeling isn't nice. The one where you're sitting, eyes fixed upon the bucket, the sour apples sticking out of it like a mountain of bad decisions. That sick and sinking feeling in your stomach. It was not right. But you did it. They told you to. 15. You ate 15. Probably knew it wasn't real, but you did it. And when you walked up to those kids at the bottom of that pit behind the hills, Central Lower School, with that bucket filled with 15 apples scooped. The hills was one of the 3 unofficial districts in Norvik. Basically, the halfling district covered the hills, get it, on the western side of the river. They laughed. They chanted. Little shits. Children are the worst. That's when you got that nickname. That stuck around until your dad died, and you left the hills behind. They kept saying it. When you got mad, they said it. When you played along, mocking yourself, they said it. Apple Boy. Apple Boy. It is not even a good name, so uninspired. Yet you still tried to follow them, to be nice, to play nice, be a friend. Apple Boy. But eventually they just started running away. Apple Boy. Each time you would try to get close, they would laugh and snicker and leave, and so the Apple Boy was all alone until the day he... You dumb asshole! Take the damn rope! The goblin cannot speak to you that way. Show him how a man deals with his problems. He does not enjoy seeing you be dissolved, clearly. It's possible now, because no More apples. You pushed, now do it again. Snell's rope, reach it. Escape the cube. You push and fight against the endless pressure of this translucent force of acid and pain. And then you cling to it. Let's go, the goblin yells and pushes with all his might. Your muscles urge to stop, but the lack of pain on each limb as it escapes the cube's surface causes you to continue. And finally, you pant and wheeze and cough up pieces of still sizzling cube ooze onto the dungeon floor. The pain fades. Part of that is your brain not processing the incredibly horrific burns you suffered. You best heal soon. Next to you, the goblin laughs. Holy shit! I thought you were a goner! Yeah, fucking me too. Not yet. Good spirit. Whew. You turn around and look at it. The massively gelatinous cube just stays entirely still. It does not move nor react to your presence. It's a weird one. I've seen a few cubes, but never one that just sits there. Really ominous, honestly. It is clear that this cube is, at the very least, not actively hostile. Will I just die if I pet the cube? Should my first death of this run being, wow, I finally survived the gelatinous cube, I'm gonna pet it. Tell me what you know of these things, Snell. For one, they're never this passive. They also shouldn't be this big, I don't think. I've heard of them splitting and merging at times, but not to this size. Beyond that, I just know they're attracted to... He stops and thinks for a bit. Oh, what was it again? Mr. Snuffle! Thank you. Oh, that's nice of you. A nice little treat for not dying to the cube. Let's see. What are gelatinous cubes attracted to? Looks like your stream is squared away. Oh my gosh. You're gonna be the death of me, I swear. All of your puns. Probably. I'm gonna say Blood of Man. No. It's not clerics, is it? I swear on the gods, if it's clerics. He snaps his fingers. They're attracted to heat. Warmth? That is a synonym, yeah? Make me spoiled for some good puns, true. The goblin points to the glowing torch inside the cube. Oh, I bet that has something to do with it. Alright, so I just want to take a step away from the cube before I, let's do, if I bless myself before doing this, I'll cast Bless, now Cure Wounds, and I don't think it affected Cure Wounds at all. Woo, that was a good one though. Okay, so this end is not great. Let's keep exploring this maze. That looks like a bad omen. Scared. Hmm? Why couldn't I go through the door? Color's changing. Something shiny. There's another bug over there. And a person? Guys, I'm scared. Calendar, it's out of date. Could hop down here. Askel Madsen. Oh, I do not know much about him. This right here is the fourth pillar of the feudal system. A spelunking, delving, digging, roaming, true-blooded adventurer. Embedded upon this altar, you see a circular stone slab. Whoever has worked this survey site in the past has attempted to place it in its natural position. It reminds you of a copper calendar, but far, far older. This is a moon chart left by the white mane barbarians of the Divine Era. The various glyphs on the surface denote not a language, but rather sigils, it seems. Decipher the current day? No. That is no use. It is broken. Yes, this was a useless piece of technology. If you feel it is worthy of such a term. Okay. I don't know if I want to jump down. How would I get back up? I want to get this. Jump in the hole? With a guy in his bug? I don't think so. I don't trust that one bit. Okay. That's a bad omen, but I'm scared. Click. That's not a good click. Bad click, bad click. You feel a pressure change, a rushing wind that causes you to be pulled just an inch further into the hallway. Then you notice the wall holes opening up. The goblin behind you is already in action. Back, now. Please. You just barely escape the deep clutches of the skin-melting heat. Standing up, you realize the fire singed the edges of your uniform. Adrenaline leaving the system. Pain burns. Roll around to put out the last of the fire. But you live. Gods damn it! Don't just waltz into obvious death hallways like that. I don't need to see more of your near-death experiences. Don't you, Snell? Everyone loves it. Come on. Okay, I'll try to keep an eye out in the future. Get good. Can't just pull you out of the fire every time, you know? And if you do get fried, I'm screwed, so just don't. The goblin does care. In more ways than one. No, don't enter the hallway before you disable the trap. Or you'll get roasted. Again. Looking back, the hallway has no marks of being filled with flames. For the same reason, it's still functional. It's a magic trap. As you dust yourself off, Snell squints at the strange paw prints on the walls. Wait, I think I know this. These marks, This is where you can deactivate the trap. Let's check them out. Yes, they are most likely connected with its esoteric nature. Investigate. Oh. Use them as a shield. No, I never. Smells our body. Paw prints, one on each side. There are 2 faint paw prints here, one on each side of the hallway. I think traps like these are my least favorite part of the job. Should I touch one of them? It could end poorly, but... Yes, the only way to find out if they are esoterically aligned or not. Grabbing it, you feel an esoteric tingle down your arm, but nothing happens. Grabbing it, you feel an esoteric tingle down your arm, but nothing happens. So, what are your thoughts? I feel like it would be very silly behavior to go around touching paw prints in the city below. But honestly, considering the strange traps I've heard of, it wouldn't surprise me if this was some bullshit puzzle. A puzzle? I love those. Could be something like you have to press both of them at the same time. That somehow deactivates the trap for a while. It's worth a try, I suppose. What's the worst that could happen, apart from being polymorphed into a rust monster or something? That would never happen to me. I'm too lucky. Wish I had your confidence. You get into position and look over to your companion at the left paw. He reaches up to it after a moment of hesitation. Ew, yeah, this is magical. You see him shiver at the realization. But nothing more than that, he says, and puts his whole weight on it. Try pressing yours. Clunk. The goblin jumps back. A deep groan from the walls. Did it do something? The fuck is that ticking noise? Esoterical vibes. As you peer into the hallway, you see something appear on the wall. Is that writing? At the entrance, a whirling mess of faint light forms a stable shape. Entrad en par y probaus. That is cat speech. You cannot read it. Oh yeah? Well, what if I... The reason the cat has spell, but the reason it's cat speech. Why is there cat speech on the wall? Yeah, good question, but I can read this, kind of. He stares at the text and mumbles to himself. It says, enter, as a pair and be probed? Not probed, proved. Like the Dwarvish prove. It's a trial. Not probed, proved. He snaps his fingers. Yes, that's it. It's a test. Enter the hallway in a pair and be tested. Let's fucking go. What, are you? The goblin takes a deep breath through clenched fangs. Okay, yeah. On 3, 2, 1. The 2 of you step forward. In hesitant unison. Stern. Heart beating fast. How far are we going to... Stop. Text. You both stop halfway, looking at the magical lettering on the wall. Al son divino, la puerta se abrirá. Oh gods, your companion mutters. Something divine, something... Port, open a gate? You're too far away to make use of comprehend languages. The goblin is your only shot. You can read it, right? It's not like I took a formal lesson. I picked up a few words here and there. He's sweating, a feeling of dread growing in his heart. The clicking sound starts to echo out into the hallway. Tick, 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 tick. Gods be damned. Okay, hold on. I've got this. Tick. Al son divino. What's... A divine song? Tick. Puerta is door. Tick. Listen to the divine song and the door will open. Your doom is near. Doom, the lair of a lich. Unrelated. Lich is an undead spellcaster of immense power, created and sustained by consuming the souls of mortals. They are capable of eternal life and terrifying esoteric might. Okay, cool. Yeah, very cool. He glances around the hallway erratically. The ticking is kind of a song. A rhythm, at least. He's shaking. That ticking. Tick, tick. Oh, it's kind of catchy. You're clearly supposed to move forward in rhythm with the song. But without knowing it innately, it would be incredibly difficult to follow it. Denotion sound effects don't work. Oh, I'm sorry. What sound effect were you hoping for? I have to finish setting stuff up, I'll be honest. I'm not the best at going through all these settings and really understanding what they mean, in a way. So that's probably something that I messed up. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if it actually does anything. I set everything up very quickly. I didn't really know what I was doing. Let's see. Try to outrun the trap? No way. Predator. Let's try to figure out what the divine song means. Okay. A good roll. You cannot know this song. It simply is not possible. Even if it did survive through some obscure document, the chance of you knowing this cat tune is approximately 0. But it's not 0. Unless an esoteric phenomenon happens to strike you, then it is. Unless... Yes? Listen to the ticking. It's simple, but it's also familiar. Somehow. That cannot be possible unless... I'm in a bit of a hurry here. It's been repurposed. This is a chant, you know it well. It's the river chant. I'm sorry? The ticking, it's the river chant, you know it? The prayer, I've heard it, but... Oh. Okay, I get it. The goblin has no idea why you're saying what you're saying, but he follows either way. What are we doing? Follow my lead. Count down from 3 and step forward on 0. Tap, tap, tick, tick. The rhythm lives in your soul. It must have been passed down. It lives inside your joints. The power it wields over you is indescribable. You've repeated this prayer, this chant for unity and enlightenment, for reasoning and meaning. Take a step forward with Snell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Goblin keeps up, each step forward made with trembling, adrenaline-fueled fear. Take those final steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. He mouths as he joins you in those final steps. 3, 4, 5. Oh shit. He takes a deep breath. We're out? Oh, gods be good, we're out! Pant and groan on the floor to keep yourself from crying. The gods favor us, Snell. Cleric, look, he mutters and points to the wall once more. Another line of shifting magical text appears. Passed libris por mandato celestial. It says we can pass liberally? By celestial mandate? Hells yeah, we can! Oh my god, this is such a funny game. Liberally? That sounds like something I'd support. Come not what this is. Secondly, I got it wrong. It says pass freely, I think. So I guess we can come and go as we please now. Hey, are you okay? Yeah. Your companion lets out a small laugh. The type of laugh you only get after winning against impossible odds. I'll be honest, he mutters, slumping down to the ground a bit further down the hallway. That was worse than a mass torsion. Oh no. Mass torsion, a 4th level transmutation spell. Infamous as one of the most horrific forms of magic employed during the Coast War. It causes torsion in every testicle within a range of 100 feet. It is outlawed by way of Holsworth Ting of 501 AE. That's incredible. Mass torsion, an infamous spell that causes all testicles around to twist, turn, and clench. It's horrific. Take a few more steps away from the hallway of doom. The goblin's gaze flits around, dancing from tile to tile. Don't worry, mass torsion has been banned. Surely everyone is safe from mass torsion. And he is looking for more traps. Finally, Snell seems to find himself more at ease. He lets out an exasperated sigh. I need a goddamned breather. Is it safe to stay here? Say testicular torsion, laughing like most of your viewers aren't, guys. Yeah, it's funny. Oh my gosh. He looks around. It's cool. Considering the fire, I don't think any roaming monsters will lurk this way, so sitting down for 10 minutes won't be a problem. He's not trying to convince only you. Sure. With a groan, the goblin notices some soot on his jacket. He brushes it off. This isn't exactly my first trap, but we usually hire third parties to disable them. So you're saying you're a bit of an expert on this stuff. Depends on who you compare me to. Rooting around his pouch, Snell finds a tiny green sphere. He smacks it against the ground and it begins to flutter up into the air. A sprite spirit. Some type of primal essence. Well, sprite. Thanks. Sadly, it's my last one. Then the goblin leans back against the dungeon wall, making sure to check for any trap mechanism beforehand. Look, I work mainly in Upper and Lower Tolstad. The city below is not my responsibility, usually. So apologies if I don't take these if I don't have these magically shifting tunnels memorized like some veteran adventurer. No need to apologize. From what I've read, the city below is incredibly dangerous. Damn right. You've heard that the city below changes from time to time, but most people believe it is to be a myth. The old guard used to deal with the tunnels all the time, but since Earth's death, that work has been entirely relegated to the 3 goblins' tribes. I thought the shifting tunnels thing was a myth. It's not. He states it plainly and quickly, as if he's had to prove it often. This place, it's real close to the garden, right? Sure. Wasn't here a couple of months ago. Between the garden and the water lane sewers, I'm 100% sure there was a slanted hallway full of frozen spikes. We boarded them up as well as we could at the time. Boarding up, that only lasted a couple of hours. It moved? Yeah, it moved around. All of this shit does. The esoteric nature of the city below is well documented. It has mainly to do with sentience, if you believe the few scholars who have been allowed to investigate it. The more living minds present, the less chaotic a section will be. But this, what the goblin describes, that is enough activity to warrant a proper look. Can you prove it? Sure. You just sit tight here and chill for a couple of weeks. I'll come back and visit you. If the tunnels are the same, I'll owe you a beer. We can get back to the quest afterwards. Funny. Very. Trust me, the city below is very esoteric. It's also really fucked up, which explains why your beloved city won't give up the property rights to a bunch of goblins, right? He laughs. A sad laugh. In these last couple of years, there's been more and more Reedsian scholars delving to study it. The old lady doesn't let them in on her turf, of course. Chasing them away is one of my many jobs. Politely, of course. I'm not some syndicate gangster. But the other tribes are more accepting. For a ton of coin, of course. Nice work, by the way, with the trap. Don't mention it. My cat speech isn't the greatest, so I'm not sure what I expected. But we're alive, that's all that counts. He's a bit shaken up over it. As are you. You okay, by the way? No serious burns? No need to visit a healer or anything? No, I'm okay. I'm angsty. Alright, fine. Forget I brought it up. Why do I feel the need to mention abjuration magic? It's an ego thing. You wish to wield your knowledge over the goblin to prove your superiority. Or you simply wish to share something with him, something you care about. I'm also very good at abjuration magic, so it's fine. He scratches his chin. That's the protect the tomato one, right? Ah yes, the old tomato reference guide. They use it in schools to teach the differences between the esoteric categories. You're hungry. Mentioned tomato. Understandable. You've not had a vegetable for a very long time. That's the one. Right. But wait, is it all healing magic? Is all healing magic abjuration? Because that's the one that protects, right? A shield is protection, but healing sounds more of a post-protection thing to me. Let's not just get into that right now. Deep subject, I presume. Highly, highly deep. Sounds abyssal, not demonic. No, I meant like a literal pit. Like it's deep. A far-ending void hole. Let's stop this metaphor. Okay. Oof. You know, it's good to see this. See what? Positive interaction eminent. Comment on the niceness of this unity. It's good to see this. The city and the goblins working together at last. Your companion allows the echo of your words to die further down the hallway. Then a faint smile on his face. You ever meet him? Oh. Earth. The goblin? Asking about your god? You must be growing interested in religion, having witnessed your example. Oh, how interesting to see him broach such a topic. He will surely focus on the genocide. I never got the chance. He nods. First generation post-Earth, huh? Regard the idea of Earth. We will continue this duty. Duty. He tastes the word as he leans back against the wall. I always hated Earth. Excuse me? He scratches his nose. I grew up being told to be grateful. But let me ask you this, cleric. If you were the last of your kind, one of maybe 8,000 or 9,000 humans left in the world, and you were then told to be grateful to be alive, just because the same monster that destroyed your entire culture also decided to let you live, for some reason, would you be grateful? He speaks of the goblin genocide. Goblin genocide was Earth's greatest mistake. He lets out a mocking laugh. It's good to know our current predicament was due to a mistake. Thanks for clearing that up. Grateful. The goblin stares at you. He's expecting nothing good to come out of your mouth. You can be grateful. If you were allowed to live, it was probably because you did something the dead ones didn't. The goblin wants you to tell him you'd share his anger. Obviously. If your people fell, then they did not have the power to live. It is as simple as that. That should not lead to gratefulness. It should lead to apprehension. I don't know what I would feel. It would be a death of the soul. A collective soul of sorts. Snow clicks his tongue and gets up. Every goblin asks themselves that question. To be a cran or not be a cran? We all got different answers. What to do when the past is erased. He groans and shakes his legs a bit. He must have fallen asleep from sitting on the dungeon floor. Some focus on building something, culturally or politically. Some try to get rich in this new free strider world. Some of us, His voice trails off as he stares back into the fiery hallway. Goblin grunts to himself. Doesn't matter. I serve Lady Sageleaf. Snell turns back to you, his expression calm, collected. That's enough for me. This goblin is one of the good ones, true. Orderly, strictly trained, conscientious. His queen, his dragon, whipped the halfways into shape over such a short span of time. He does not need to think so much of his position. His culture was eradicated because of utilitarian choice by an oppressive numinist. Numinist? Ooh. Yes, that was then. Now is now. As long as he keeps this up, he will, along with his peers, have created a new type of goblin 1,000 times more useful. Once you take power, these goblins will be fine servants. Your companion looks at you for a while. His yellow eyes seem to behold you, seeking another answer. This one's on me. What? This, short rest. It's on me. Take a breather with Snell. Aww. Lovely. The sprite light fizzles out, just in time. I'm good to go now. My bless, no. Get up and leave. But I didn't even get a spell slot back. Something is off here. Okay. Sewers. Apples. Apple boy. Apple boy. So much food. There's a potion of healing among these empty bottles. I don't like that it's making me stand by the river. Tell me that's a statue and not a head. Another one-way door. Okay. Guys, I'm scared. Why am I so scared all the time? Something is off here, proceeds to head directly towards the off area. Hell yeah! I want to know why it's off. What is this? A grill? Some crates? At the end of the sewer path, you encounter a stove. Around it sits some crates and what looks like a ragged bedroll. This is a camp. That was an alligator! I feel in danger. I feel in danger. I feel in danger. This is a camp. Who camps in the sewers? The goblin looks around the dark, damp tunnel. I don't like this one bit. I don't like it either. I don't like it. Feel the stove. It's not entirely cold. Recent. Okay. Look around. There's some rats scurrying around the corners. Nothing else. Okay, goodbye. Move on. Crates. Leaning in, you see symbols hatched into the corners of the wood. HWBT. Huh. Goblin inspects them as well. We've had some shipments going missing on Water Lane in periods. Now I know where they end up. He taps the crate. Spices. He taps another. Potatoes. Yes, it's food crates. Food? Just food. Over time, it's been a lot. Yes, these crates hold food. Why food? The glance reveals most are empty. Whoever is down here is clearly siphoning off resources from the Halfway Bridge tribe. Why food in the sewers? A foolish question. Obviously, this is a hideout. Yes, we know this. Please let me look out for the alligator. I've been trying to nail this thief for a while. Figured it was some organized thing. Considering the size of this hall, it's got to be. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Why food? You know, I've been asking myself that very same question. And I could never quite figure it out. But look. The goblin shoves the loose lid of a crate, revealing an empty inside. The gator's there! 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 The gator's here! You better get her done soon with this investigation. I'm so screwed. Oh, fuck. Okay, Could they be shipping it to somewhere else? Doesn't look like it. Whatever they're doing is being eaten here. Goblin shudders. Off the top of your head, you calculate three full-grown adult human men could live on this amount without problem. Or one very large creature like a Luxori or a Minotaur. I don't like any of this. I don't like it. Is the box moving closer? Is it? I was so focused on the alligator. You're just gaslighting. Oh god. Luxori, elephant folk known for the massive size and ability to keep growing their entire lives. As part celestials, most of them live in Divinitorum and Yin. Although some are known to migrate peacefully into the valleys of Vizca peaks from their... Oh god, I don't want to read this right now. I want to run. From their Girikut homeland, the dwarves generally have a very good relationship with them. Girikut, the nomadic central land of the Luxori, a white mountain with a bowl-shaped, miles-wide valley at its peak. All Luxori are said to have traveled there once in their long lifespans. A hunter! He's getting closer. You're telling me. You've heard this phrase before. Don't comment on it. Maybe we should just leave. I'm not going to stop you. Who likes being in the sewers? I don't. Me neither. Anyway, comes creeping. I see that. Let me leave. Let me leave. I want to leave. Should we keep guard and see if they come back? Possibly. Could also get back up. Please turn around. I know we're on the tea shop mission, but quest. What? Tea shop quest? Oh god, right anyway. Oh my god. We don't have time for this now. What do you mean? Do random shit all the time. Stop, please. I don't want to talk right now. Please turn around. I'm gonna die. It's not random, it's called questing. But he gives you a frustrated look. Why don't we call this a test too then? Okay, God, I love it. Okay, just move on. Great. Right behind. Guys, I'm so screwed. This is making me hungry. Really? You? He is calling you spindly and weak or something. Yes? No, it's just... I haven't seen anything but apples, I think. I think I ate some mushrooms off the walls too. Yeah, not a pretty sight. But look, I just assumed you weren't the type to get hungry. Of course I do, I'm normal. Yep. Totally normal. The most normal. Top normie. You're very flesh. No. I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm so scared. Your companion gasps for air as he glances back. Finally! He watches his entire being suddenly leaves his corporeal body. For an instant, he is not a goblin. He is a ghost. Great hungers. Turn around. The goblin is already on the move, his sling loaded, spinning, aiming. To see Hunt come to crate? How good. You watch the hulking mass of flesh and wet scales rising from the shadows of the sewer. Smells like a scaredy cat in here. Damn right it does. A crocodilus towers over you, its gaping maw widened into what could be construed as a mocking smirk. Ooh. We are ready. Earth bless your soul. Snell's sling creates an incredible sound echoing down the tunnel. He lets his stone fly in a powerful blast. The projectile hits the monster right on the neck, causing him to let out an angry growl. What? Bow down, before it is too late. You are food. There's not much time. But if there's any chance to de-escalate, do it now. We've come to bargain. It stares at you with cold, blank eyes. Love the references to movies in here. Oh, what's the movie reference? I'm not familiar. It stares at you with cold, blank eyes, yet it does not strike. Soulless, predatory. A beast who developed consciousness, but lives without care for others. Fascinating. The goblin hesitates. Inches away, the croc creature makes a deep, growling sound. It sounds annoyed. Doctor Strange tells Dormammu in the Marvel movie, I've come to bargain. Oh, interesting. I almost just banned my own Nightbot. That's so funny. No hunt. No struggle. Ugh. A frustrated shriek. Fight. Struggle like rabbit. Gives you a shove with his claws. The goblin? The goblin sends a quick glance between the two of you. He's unsure if he should strike again or see if there's some strange piece to be found here. Stop attacking me, citizen. Kraid is not citizen. Kraid hunts. I don't think those two are exclusionary. Gah. Kraid is bored. You're a cleric. No? The goblin takes a deep breath. Then he hisses at you under his breath. Do not push your luck. Oh, Didier. Welcome. By the way, if you aren't already in the Discord, we also have a separate role for our subscribers. So you'll have a special color. Let's see. Goblin takes a deep breath and he hisses, do not push your luck. I am the cleric, yes. Get it right. I got no achievement. Mention that you're the cleric 10 times. The croco beast's tail whips around, sending dust up into your face. Do not be trouble. And Kraid will not be trouble. The beast lumbers over to the encampment. You look on, taking heavy breaths. Snell leans on his knees. He appears to be shaking. Adrenaline running out. Weak knees, dizzy skull. Kraid sits down on a crate in front of the little stove top. Hunt is done for daytime. Now is rest and cooking. What in the world have you stumbled onto here? These are the sewers below Water Lane. That stove was such a trap. I was trying so desperately to leave and I could not. I'm glad I raided the camp before I went and saw him. What's over here? Okay, so this is the other side of the cube. And what's in here? Massive statue of a minotaur. Okay. No, thank you. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Okay, I hate the city below. I hate the city below. This place is scary. Okay, there's something weird over here, but what? What is the weird thing over here? I want to find out. Oh, I really wanted to get inside the tea shop. I was hoping that there would be a back way over here. Is this another one-way door? A little, like, clunky around here. Something hidden? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This was upsetting. I need to find a way into the tea shop. Oh, maybe if I go further down? Okay. It's a long way down. Alright. I'm not a dexterity build. I'm not gonna mess with that. Oh my gosh. This is so scary. it's the cruelest thing in the world when the audience can see the danger and the characters cannot. Oh, that's painful. For me to be aware and my characters to not be. Oh, oi, oi, oi. Okay. I need to find a way inside that stinking tea shop. But how? You didn't notice Kraid sneaking up at all when you played. Really? I saw him in the water. I saw the tip of his little snout. I saw him get closer and closer. Oh my gosh. So what did it look like for yours then, if it snuck up on you too? Was he just completely invisible and then boom, there? Or did you just not notice? He snuck up the same way. Okay. That's fair. This is the way to that place. I don't need to go to that place. I need to find a way to the tea shop. I'm just walking in loops. I'm so bad with directions. Oh, this goes here. Okay. You know, maybe Snow will listen to me this time. Snell, we have to go in the pipe. Look down at the pipe. Crawl inside. Snell, check it out for me. A hole. You seriously think that I... You do that yourself. I'll help kick you if you get stuck. Okay, hold on. First, before I do it, I'm gonna bless myself. And now we're gonna go in the pipe. You get down on your knees in the dirt and put your helmed face into the entrance of the pipe. You can't seem to get further without immense force. Enter the hole. The diameter of the pipe is not wide enough to support your body, even with no armor and or friction-lowering substances. But grease could help. You say the words. It causes the entire surface of the inside of the pipe to get very slick. Very glidey. This will go terrible. You squeeze on through, finding a side path, one that doesn't seem to lead directly into the sea. Then you hit a flowing rush of ice-cold water. Then down. Then... Your flesh is sucked, tumbled, and spat out onto the ruinous ground. Around you, a vast survey site of a type of divine era temple. And Snow. Snow, you went in after me? Of course not. Your companion takes a breath. Since I didn't see you get dropped onto the river, I ran downstairs to check. Lucky for you, got spat out right near the garden. Oh, that's good. Yeah, sure. While we're down here, we may as well take a look around. Just be careful, okay? The city below has some nasty stuff in it. Though this survey site seems safe enough. Over here. I just love this place. No. Gosh, dang it. Ugh. All right. Fine. I'll hop down. You glance at the step. It is a descent of approximately 5 inches. 2 meters. Yeah, whatever that means. Point is, it's not super high. I can either attempt to step down in a manly stride, or, in a smarter way. Oh my god! I'm so lucky I have Bless active. Taking a careful step onto the stone, you begin your descent. Keeping your balance in check, you shift your weight appropriately. Smart thinking, using your dexterity instead of brute force. This is the wise choice. Your feet find purchase. Stable. Controlled. You are at the bottom of the step. Gods, you're slow. Can we get moving now? Okay. Everyone, please applaud. Yes, I've survived. Oh, I can get up from there too. Okay, good. Adventurers must have hidden stuff in this pot. Stuff, you say? Oh, money. See, that's no money. Alright. Oh, I should have looked at that. Beside the buried statue, you see someone up on a ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf down here? Could be a trap. Hello up there. Huh? The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you. Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. If that doesn't make us official, I don't know what will. Sorry, official for what? Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping about. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. What are you doing here? Me? Oh, you know. He lets out a smoldering laugh. A dwarf's gotta have a hobby. He puts down his tools and strikes a pose. Let me introduce myself. I am Axel Madison. A dark dwarf. Derogatory term for the underdwarfs. Intelligence, don't be derogatory. Come on. Or as they prefer, underdwarf. Underdwarf, gray-skinned and fiery-eyed dwarves who mostly live along the undercoast. They originate from powerful elementals known as Azers. Pleasure to meet you. You're a Norvikian cleric, I presume? Not just. I am the cleric of Norvik. I'll be damned. Not sure what it means, but it sounds expensive. Oh, and you've got a goblin with you. You HWBT friend? Yeah, you've got that dungeoneer looking for cats, right? Oh, you're that dungeoneer looking for cats, right? Cats? More or less. Hope your lady wasn't too mad about my inquiry. I'd say annoyed is a better description, but it's fine. Just don't trespass anymore. Will do. Or I won't. But I should correct you. I'm not a dungeoneer. I'm more of a, With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform. Well, I'm what you'd call a historian with ambition. As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing, hissing noise down the chamber. Exactly, Romulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions to find the legendary missing mine of Tulamon of Tulincattle. Oh dear. Tulincattle. The snail folk, ancient builders of the city below. Oh, I said it right. Tulincattle. Let's go. Okay. That sounds like a quest. Oh, yes, indeed. But just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. Fair enough. treasure is earned. So here's the deal. I'm in trouble. His pet makes a loud belching noise. Right? He mumbles and gives the monster a pat on the back. You want to help, friend? Help a stranger. That's how fools are robbed. I might help, if I have time. Fair. You see, there are 2 strange ruins in this section of the city below the city. He points to the statue. White Mane Ruins. Before the dwarves and humans and even trolls, this place was ruled by cats. The theory goes the snails of Tulin had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Yore, the mines of Tulamon, a place of thick veins with endlessly growing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legends. Sealed esoterically, probably, since we can't seem to locate it. Esoteric seals can be broken, with the right knowledge. So there's ancient snail folk, and then slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of the snail stuff? Exactly. And you're looking for it. Oh yeah, I'm not alone in this, of course. But my research has shown me clear indications that these 2 ruins below Tolstad are more or less unexamined, at least by skilled hands. Alright, so what's the problem? Well, there's no problem with this site, but I'm almost finished here, and I'm unable to gain access to the second White Mane Ruins, because it's inside HWBT territory, and they're very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Your lovely goblin friends have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. But you're a cleric. If you can get access to their territory, then please head south. Through the damp high caverns, there should be a White Mane ruin at the end. A shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. He gestures towards the giant statue. Just look for big cats, essentially. Okay, what do you want me to do? He leans over the edge. All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or 2 blades. Either of those, then report back to me. If you're able, and if you have time. He sighs, a deep, frustrated sigh. Wish I could do it myself, darn those goblins. No offense, he adds, giving your companion a nod. None taken. I really, really do not care. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, friend. He gives you a thumbs up. So what do you know about the tea shop? He crosses his arms and gives you a long nod. It's a type of cafe. You know, they serve tea, other drinkables. Sometimes they even have pastries. Love cardamom treats. No, the tea shop. He clicks his tongue. Is there some special tea shop I should be aware of? How long have you been down here? About a week by now. Takes time to set up a secure perimeter. You don't know anything about the tea shop that exploded? Exploded? I thought the election was bad enough as it is. Now they've got exploding tea shops? Norvik is in trouble indeed. Oh well, he mutters with a shrug. Can't help you there, friend. Alright, well, good luck down here. This is a goofy looking cat. Alright. Well, once again, we did not find a way into the tea shop, but that is our time for the night. Oh man, I really want to see more. But next stream, our next scheduled stream will be on Sunday. We'll be playing more Ragnarok Online, and then we'll be picking up more Esoteric Ebb next Tuesday on my birthday, where I'll have a few little presents for you guys. I hope you like them. So, in between here and then, I might do another unplanned stream like I did today. Who knows? I don't even know. So, until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here.